HSC Library Online Lecture. Today, we're going to explore the 8 planets in our solar system.
This is our solar system. It is home to 8 amazing planets. Some are small and rocky. Others are big and gassy. Some are so hot that metals would melt on the surface. Others are freezing cold.
Before we move on to the 8 planets, let's first define what is a planet.
What exactly is a planet? According to NASA, or National Aeronautics and Space Administration, a planet must do 3 things. First, it must orbit or moves around a star, just like our star, the Sun. Second, it must be big enough to have enough gravity to force it into a spherical or round shape. We can see that the 8 planets are spherical or round in shape. Third, it must be big enough that its gravity moved away any objects near its orbit around the Sun. Types of planets. There are 2 main types of planets in the solar system. The 4 planets nearest the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, are called inner planets. They are rocky planets about the size of Earth or somewhat smaller. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are called gas giants. They are made up of mostly of gases and have no solid surfaces. They are all much larger than our planet, Earth. Also, the gas giants each have many moons and a system of rings. Saturn's rings are the largest and best known. Now, let's explore the 8 planets in the solar system. In order from the closest to the Sun, these planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. The first planet, Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. It's just a little bigger than Earth's moon. It is the closest planet to the Sun, but it's actually not the hottest. Structure and surface of planet Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. Mercury is a terrestrial planet. It is small and rocky. Mercury doesn't have an atmosphere. Mercury's neighbors. Mercury does not have any moons, and Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun. Time on Mercury. A day on Mercury lasts 59 Earth days, and a year on Mercury lasts 88 Earth days. What does Mercury look like? This is Mercury. You can see that Mercury is a light gray color. Let's have the second planet, Venus. Even though Venus isn't the closest planet to the Sun, it is still the hottest. It has a thick atmosphere full of the greenhouse gas carbon dioxide and clouds made of sulfuric acid. The gas traps heat and keeps Venus toasty warm. In fact, it's so hot on Venus, metals like lead would be puddles of melted liquid. Structure and surface of planet Venus. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. Venus is a terrestrial planet. It is small and rocky. Venus has a thick atmosphere. It traps heat and makes Venus very hot. Venus has an active surface, including volcanoes. Venus spins the opposite direction of Earth and most other planets. Time on Venus. A day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days, while a year on Venus lasts 225 Earth days. How about Venus's neighbors? Venus does not have any moons. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. That means Mercury and Earth are Venus's neighboring planets. So, what does Venus look like? Here, you can see the clouds covering Venus. The third planet, our home, Earth. Our home planet Earth is a rocky, terrestrial planet. It has a solid and active surface with mountains, valleys, canyons, plains and so much more. Earth is special because it is an ocean planet. Water covers 70% of Earth's surface. Let's talk about Earth's structure and surface. Earth is a terrestrial planet. It is small and rocky. Earth's atmosphere is the right thickness to keep the planet warm so living things like us can be there. It's the only planet in our solar system we know of that supports life. It is mostly nitrogen, and it has plenty of oxygen for us to breathe. Time on Earth. A day on Earth lasts a little under 24 hours. 1 year on Earth lasts 365.25 days. That 0.25 extra means every 4 years we need to add 1 day to our calendar. We call it a leap day, in a leap year. Let's check Earth's neighbors. Earth has just one moon. It is the only planet to have just one moon. Earth has lots of spacecraft watching it. There is still a lot we can learn about our home planet. Earth is the third planet from the Sun in our solar system. That means Venus and Mars are Earth's neighboring planets. What does Earth look like? This picture shows the Earth rising over the Moon. Doesn't it look small? This is our home, planet Earth. Now, let's go to the fourth planet, Mars. Mars is a cold desert world. It is half the size of Earth. Mars is sometimes called the red planet. It's red because of rusty iron in the ground. Like Earth, Mars has seasons, polar ice caps, canyons, volcanoes, and weather. It has a very thin atmosphere made of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and argon. Structure and surface of Mars. Mars is a terrestrial planet. It is small and rocky. Mars has a thin and an active atmosphere, but the surface of the planet is not active. Its volcanoes are dead. Time on Mars. 1 day on Mars lasts 24.6 hours. It is just a little longer than a day on Earth. While 1 year on Mars is 687 Earth days. It is almost twice as long as 1 year on Earth. Now, let's check Mars' neighbors. Mars has 2 moons. Their names are Phobos and Deimos. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. That means Earth and Jupiter are Mars' neighboring planets. What does Mars look like? In this picture of Mars, you can see water ice clouds, polar ice, and some rocky features. Another picture of planet Mars. Now, let's meet the fifth planet in the solar system, Jupiter. Jupiter is similar to a star, but it never got massive enough to start burning. It is covered in swirling cloud stripes. It has big storms like the Great Red Spot, which has been going for hundreds of years. Jupiter is a gas giant and doesn't have a solid surface, but it may have a solid inner core about the size of Earth. Structure and surface. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. It is a gas giant. It is made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Jupiter has a very thick atmosphere. Jupiter has rings, but they're very hard to see. Time on Jupiter. One day on Jupiter goes by in just 10 hours, while 1 year on Jupiter is the same as 11.8 Earth years. Jupiter's neighbors. Jupiter has 79 confirmed moons. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun. That means Mars and Saturn are Jupiter's neighboring planets. What does Jupiter look like? Here you can see Jupiter and one of its many moons, Ganymede. This picture shows the Great Red Spot. Another gas giant planet, Saturn. Saturn is not the only planet to have rings, but it definitely has the most beautiful ones. The rings we see are made of groups of tiny ringlets that surround Saturn. They are made of chunks of ice and rock. Structure and surface. Saturn is a gas giant like Jupiter. It is made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Saturn has a thick atmosphere. Saturn has a lovely set of 7 main rings with spaces between them. Time on Saturn. 1 day on Saturn goes by in just 10.7 hours, while 1 year on Saturn is the same as 29 Earth years. Saturn's neighbors. Saturn has 53 moons. It has 29 unconfirmed moons we need to learn more about. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun. That means Jupiter and Uranus are Saturn's neighboring planets. What does Saturn look like? This is Saturn and its beautiful rings. This is Saturn and its lovely rings. The Cassini spacecraft took this picture of Saturn's rings. You can see the gray and tan colors. After Saturn, let's have Uranus. Uranus is made of water, methane, and ammonia fluids above a small rocky center. Its atmosphere is made of hydrogen and helium like Jupiter and Saturn, but it also has methane. The methane makes Uranus blue. Structure and surface. Uranus is surrounded by a set of 13 rings. Uranus is an ice giant, instead of a gas giant. It is mostly made of flowing icy materials above a solid core. Uranus is the only planet that spins on its side. It spins the opposite direction as Earth and most other planets. Time on Uranus. One day on Uranus lasts 17 hours and 14 minutes. While 1 year on Uranus is the same as 84 years on Earth. That's a long time to wait for a birthday cake. Uranus neighbors. Uranus has 27 known moons. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. That means Saturn and Neptune are Uranus's neighboring planets. What does Uranus look like? This picture shows Uranus surrounded by its rings. Another picture of Uranus. And we have the last planet, Neptune. Neptune is dark, cold, and very windy. It's the last of the planets in our solar system. It's more than 30 times as far from the Sun as Earth is. Its atmosphere is made of hydrogen, helium, and methane. The methane gives Neptune the same blue color as Uranus. Structure and surface. Neptune is encircled by 6 rings, but they're very hard to see. Neptune, like Uranus, is an ice giant. It's similar to a gas giant. Neptune has a thick, windy atmosphere. Time on Neptune. One day on Neptune goes by in 16 hours. Neptune has such a long journey around the Sun it takes 165 Earth years to go around once. That's a long year. Neptune's neighbors. Neptune has 13 moons, and one more awaiting confirmation of discovery. Neptune is the 8th and most distant planet from the Sun. That means Uranus is Neptune's only neighboring planet. What does Neptune look like? Neptune is a very cold, windy world.
Before we end our lesson for today, let's have an activity.
To summarize our lesson for today, let's have an activity. Our activity is called, What Planet Am I? Direction. Listen to the clues about each planet and correctly name it. Number 1. I am the smallest planet and closest to the Sun. What planet am I? Very good. I am Mercury. Number 2. I am the second and hottest planet. What planet am I? Good job. I am Venus. Number 3. I am the only planet with life and oxygen. What planet am I? Excellent. I am Earth. Number 4. I am similar to Earth and they called me the red planet. What planet am I? Very good. I am Mars. Number 5. I am the largest planet and I have a great red spot. What planet am I? Correct. I am Jupiter. Number 6. I am a gas giant like Jupiter and I have the most beautiful rings. What planet am I? Amazing! I am Saturn. Number 7. I am an ice giant planet and my color is blue. What planet am I? Excellent! I am Uranus. Number 8. I am very cold and windy. I am the last planet in the solar system. What planet am I? Correct. I am Neptune.
And that ends our lesson for today. See you again next time. Bye-bye.